Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Money Joe here. I look a little rough, so excuse me. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of comment on the whole Ariana Grande situation with that bishop, pastor, whomever he was. First off, I want to say that could have just been a little bit longer for the service. Yeah. Was it that short or that sexy to the point where it should have caused disruption or inappropriate behavior? No, I don't think so. It's 2018. And let's be clear, ladies and gentlemen, every female, I think, wears short shorts and short dresses. So I don't think that should be anything that should be criticized. I don't think that's anything that she should be criticized on. Because, once again, she's a grown-ass woman. She can wear whatever the fuck she wears. My issue comes in with pastors, preachers, priests, deacons, deaconesses, and all these other folks that think they're holier than fucking thou, and then people who also think that those people are any better than anyone else walking this earth just because they have a title that does not take away their humanity. We need to get in the habit of looking at the whole picture and then calling people out on their bullshit. I'm going to call bullshit out on this one. Not on Ariana Grande's part, but the pastors and the other presidents that were sitting up on the, in the pulpit, pretty much eyeing this girl like she was a fucking filet mignon steak. And at the end of the day, if you as a man, you can't control your urges or your hormones or how you feel or things you should do, then you should go suck a dick. Because honestly, I don't feel like anybody should have been coming at Ariana Grande when she was the victim. And this is another thing we do in this country, we victim shame. We raise our girls to be, we raise our children, let me be clear. So we raise our children to be overly sexualized. It's in music, it's in movies, it's on TV shows, it's on Cartoon Networks now. Like, sex is everywhere. So I don't think that her dress was that big of a disruption to where she should have been called out for what she had on. I'm pretty sure people in the seats out there in the congregation was out there dressed. It was probably a girl out there with the same kind of dress on. She just not Ariana Grande. And that pastor knew what the fuck he was doing. Now, anybody who hugs anybody, Ariana probably had on a bra. She ain't got the biggest breasts in the world, but I'm pretty sure she had on a bra. Buddy knew what he was doing when he kept grabbing her, pulling her in closer, and also moving his hands up the side, trying to feel that side boob. And everybody's seen that. Now, my frustration comes in as when I I've never really made a YouTube video or anything like that, but I've always wanted to. But I've always been in the comment section of some of my favorite YouTubers, giving my opinion and also talking to some of the other people, in the comment section. And I just feel like we need to start calling men out on their bullshit. And what I mean by that is, instead of coming down on the female, which is usually the victim in most cases, how about you start holding the man accountable, being that he's supposed to be this deacon and so connected to the Lord, and you can talk to the Lord and you preaching to a congregation, but the Lord ain't telling you not to grab this lady's side boob. You know what I'm saying? The Lord ain't tell you not to do that. This is what I don't understand about these religious people. And I'm a person of religion myself. I believe in Jesus Christ, but I don't believe in titles, and I don't believe in letting titles change how we perceive people. Same thing with police officers. Police officers are still human beings, whether they put on the badge or not. It's all about your comprehension and understanding of others to where you can deliver and do your job to the best of your ability. And I feel like as a pastor, as a deacon, as a priest, if you don't know how to keep your hands to yourself, if you don't know what inappropriate touching is, and then the fact that he can just give some half-assed apology and then that shit gets swept under the rug, that's a bunch of bullshit, in my opinion. I really feel like he needs to be held accountable. Ariana Grande, I'm sorry that happened to you, and I can only imagine how it feels to be in front of everybody and still feel alone in a situation to where nobody said anything or came to your rescue until after the fact. And even when you look back and the one lady was smiling in the congregation, the way he was holding you was inappropriate. I don't even hold people that I talked to like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was completely inappropriate. He knew what he was doing, and all those men were gawking at you, Ariana. Like, and that's not your fault, because you're a beautiful young girl, and don't ever apologize for that. Like, you wore what you wore. There was nothing wrong with the dress. You had a beautiful voice. You sang the hell out of that song. And now everybody's all up in arms because this adult male who's probably 3 times your age. The man looked like he was about 50 or 60 fucking years old. And then you sitting up there feeling on this little young girl. Like, come on, man. And then the fact that, I guess people in the congregation couldn't see it probably because it was a whole angle thing and the camera kind of caught it. But at the end of the day, I feel like women, and let me be very clear. This is why I don't have female friends. And ladies, some of y'all gonna take this the wrong way. I really don't give a fuck. It's the truth, and this is from what I've seen through friends, family, and so on and so forth. So it ain't just my mama, so you can kiss my ass on that. This is women in general. Y'all have a tendency to we can wear whatever we want, blah, 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 blah. And then time a female expresses her right to wear whatever the fuck she wants, and something happens and she becomes the victim, then y'all want to blame her as if she brought that shit on herself. Nobody asks a deacon to fill them up in the pulpit. Sorry, you dumb motherfuckers. For anybody who sit up there and feel like that, you dumb as hell. Because the same shit that happened to her, it's the same thing that can happen to you if you're a woman, you if you're a man, or if you have children. It's the same thing that can happen. So because your daughter wears a spaghetti strap, it gave somebody the okay to touch her inappropriately or grope her or hold her. I'm sitting here doing a video without a shirt on. Is this inappropriate? Like, I don't understand like what the issue is. And I really wish people in this country will really get their shit together and stop being so quick to judge people. Stop being so quick to always want to point the finger or fucking skull down on a victim of sexual assault, because that's what the fuck that is. I've been touched inappropriately by motherfuckers before, and guess what? I chomped their ass off, but I have that confidence to do so, versus this girl who looks like she's all of maybe 5'1", 5'2". I'm not sure how tall she is. But that man was like 6 feet something and groping her, holding her like she was a piece of meat. Like, and then the fact that people talking about, she needed to wear a longer dress. No, you need to shut the fuck up. That bitch could have came in a fucking bikini. I don't give a damn. That don't give nobody a right to touch her body. That's her body. If I want to walk down the street, butt, booty ball, ass naked, dick swinging from hip to hip, you better not fucking touch me, because it's my body. Bitch, if you want to go touch on somebody, go get you a wife so you can touch on her at your leisure. Don't do that shit to no little girl, man, and you're a grown-ass, old-ass man. And what really irritates me with pastors and deacons and stuff is they always try to cover their bullshit up with the Lord. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop. Why do men always have to apologize? Stop with the bullshit, bogus, half-ass apologies. Just stop it already. Because it's really reckless on your part. Because if he did it to her, think about it, people. If he did it to her, how many other young girls did he probably grope like this or touch like this? Or how many pastors groping little girls and shit like this? We already know the Catholic priests out here raping little boys like it's fucking Halloween and shit. You know what I'm saying? Taking little boy draws like it's damn Halloween. And like, who does that? But we have to consciously think about certain shit. We have to consciously think about it. And not be so quick to judge somebody because they're famous or because of what they did or what. She didn't do nothing but sing a song honoring Aretha Franklin, standing next to a pastor, a bishop, or whatever the fuck he was, while he gave his eulogy and preached whatever bullshit he was preaching. But he decided to grope her up, masking that shit with the Lord like wasn't nobody gonna see it. And if nobody would have said anything, he would have never apologized. I can hug myself. I know where the fuck body parts are. When you've been with another human being before, so you know where boobs are, you know where chest is, you know where nipples are, you know all that shit, man. Nobody should have to tell you you did something inappropriate. And motherfuckers like him, they need to be held accountable for their actions. That was very inappropriate, and I'm sorry, just don't cut it. How about if I would have came up there and grabbed his dick in the pulpit? And I just issued out an apology. Would that been okay? No, the fuck it wouldn't. Like, people need to get their shit together. And women, y'all need to get y'all shit together. And y'all bitches need to start standing up for each other. And when I say bitches, I mean that as a term of endearment. And if you want to take it the wrong way, I don't give a fuck. Y'all motherfuckers need to stop always being so quick to jump down each other's throat when these niggas put y'all against each other. Like, that, it just irks my nerves. And that's why I have nothing against females. Women are, y'all stronger than anybody on this earth. Anybody who can bear children, still put up with a nigga bullshit, and always put yourself last because you raising folks and being a rib for somebody. Like, I can respect that. But what I don't respect is when y'all sit up there and tear each other down for no reason, when y'all should be supporting each other and fighting against the adversities that you guys experience through life, through the imbalance of the male-female dynamic. That's what I wish y'all would start doing instead of tearing each other down, man. Because what y'all should have did was came to her side and said, don't matter what the hell she had on. Guess what? He touched her inappropriately, period. And if you're a female and you can't understand that, then you just need to shut the fuck up. Because if something happened to you, then you're going to be looking stupid when don't nobody come to your defense. It's all about respect at the end of the day. And it's all about common courtesy. And that's something that we lack in America, common courtesy. We don't take the time to think about how someone else is feeling. Like, y'all don't know what that girl going through now. She's been sexually assaulted, one. So ain't no telling how she feels about it. And then two, she got all y'all motherfuckers coming at her neck when I'm pretty sure y'all do worse shit than she do. This girl ain't never been no whore in the fucking media. She ain't never damn been popping her pussy on stage. She ain't never wore anything that I deem overly sexual or inappropriate. Like, at least in my opinion. And she's a grown-ass woman. She can do that. No differently than what Beyonce doing after she done got married and had kids. Like, if y'all notice, Beyonce didn't start really doing all that shit until she had kids and solidified her adulthood. Not only her fame, but her adulthood. Because I'm pretty sure bitches would have been coming at her neck too. Oh, Beyonce, you out. Oh, you this, you that. Beyonce did it the right way the entire time. And I feel like instead of y'all tearing Ariana down, y'all need to support her. And that's just my opinion on that. And y'all need to support any other person, male or female, or transgender, or whomever, gay or straight. Y'all need to support them when they are victimized by someone else. That's the only way to fight that shit, man. It's just like racism. You can't fight motherfucking rapists and pedophiles if you're giving a couple of them a fucking pass. You got to combat that shit as a whole. Same thing with fucking racism. You can't give a couple motherfucking people a pass. You gotta unify that shit. It's a whole thing going on out here. And I'm probably rambling and shit, but I don't care. This is just my opinion, and like it or not. Ariana, you got my support, and I'm sorry that happened to you. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I want kids, and I definitely want a son and a daughter, and it would just... I could honestly say, if I would have been there and Ariana, you were my friend, girlfriend, sister, brother, cousin, auntie, whatever, I probably would have beat the shit out of that pastor after that service was done. I can tell you that much. Because that's trash. You're supposed to be somebody at a church, and yet you sitting up here, you're pretty much you're victimizing someone. You're turning this girl into a victim, and it's up to her whether she wants to, own that. That title or whatever, because I know it comes with a lot of stigma, but at the same time, it's just like, bro, why do somebody have to tell you, someone who's well of age and of the Lord, that what you did was inappropriate when you knew it was inappropriate? You just got caught. That's the only thing. Start holding men accountable. Americans, all of y'all, start holding men accountable for their shit. Otherwise, guess what? We're going to keep going through the same shit. When you don't hold folks accountable, you end up in a whole bunch of bullshit, and it's dumb. It really is just dumb. And we just got to do better and stop always so quick to jump on somebody. It's the same shit with that whole Charlemagne situation. He told the exact same story the girl told. He did that on his own before she even came out. Like, how would you feel if the person who assaulted you is out living their best life and you sitting up here struggling because you're trapped in like a mental state of mind? And it's easy to say, oh, get over it, or I got over it. That's you. You can't say that shit for somebody else. We need to give a fuck about the next person. We need to care about each other. Yo, that's just my opinion. Hey, I'm coming with more videos. I'll be checking in the comment section to see if anybody watched it or give me any feedback. But I definitely would like to continue doing this. And Married to Medicine coming on. So I kind of want to get my input on that this season. I didn't do it the last few seasons. I'm a little shy or whatever. But we'll see how it play out. But yeah, peace.